Okay, this time, everyone, we're going to find the x and y intercepts of the graph of the equation. They're not asking us to graph the equation, but in order to figure out how we find the x and y intercepts, let's think about the graph for a second. I want to find the x-intercept. Well, the x-intercept is where the graph crosses the x-axis. It's going to be somewhere on this x-axis. Now, I have no idea where the darn thing is, but wherever it is, one thing I know for sure is that the y value is 0, because the only way you can be on the x-axis is for the y value to be 0. You don't go up or down. So the way we figure out where exactly it is we plug in y equals 0 into the equation, and then we'll figure out the x value that goes with it. So the technique for finding the x-intercept is you just set y equal to 0 and solve for x. Likewise, if I'm trying to locate the y-intercept, that's where the graph crosses the y-axis. Once again, I have no idea where it is, but I do know this much. If it's here or here or here, wherever it is on the y-axis, I know the x value is 0 because I don't move left or right. So to figure out exactly where it is, to find the y-intercept, we let x equal to 0 and solve for y. So these are the things we do to find the x and the y-intercept. So let's start with the x-intercept. What do? We let y equal 0. So we got 5x minus 2 times 0 is equal to 6, right? I just plug in 0 there for y. When I solve this, of course, 2 times 0 is 0, so I've got 5x is equal to 6, which means I divide both sides by 5 now, right? So I'm going to have x is equal to 6 over 5. So when you're entering this into my math lab, it says enter the x-intercept. So you can put 6 over 5. It says enter a fraction. It'll take this, or I tested it, it'll actually take the mixed number 1 and 1/5. So if you were to graph this thing, you would have the x-intercept right about there. Now we want to find the y-intercept. So we're going to plug in 0 for x to find the y-intercept. So that's going to look like this. 5 times 0 minus 2y is equal to 6. Well, 5 times 0 is 0, so I've got negative 2y is equal to 6. Divide both sides by 2, we get y is equal to a negative 3. 6 divided by negative 2 is negative 3. So here's the y-intercept. Now we could draw the graph using those two things, but remember, for this problem, all it's asking you is to enter the x-intercept and enter the y-intercept.